Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to online math class. So, in today's class, we are going to start with the new chapter, chapter 6, linear inequalities. So, in our earlier classes, we have studied about linear equation in one variable, linear equation in two variables, and we have solved some statement problems by translating them into the form of equation. So, now the natural question that arises is, can we translate all those statement problems in the form of equation? So, let us take an example now. The height of the student in class 11 is less than 160 centimeters. Is less than 160 centimeter. Let us take up another example now. The age of student studying in class 11 is greater than 14. The age of students studying in class 11 is greater than 14. So let us take another example now. The student can get at most 100 marks in maths. The student can get at most 100 marks in maths. So let us analyze these three examples now. So here the height of the student in class 11 is less than 160 centimeters. So here we cannot write x equal to 160 centimeters. We cannot write like this. So this is the equation. So now here comes the concept of inequation or inequality. This is equality. We can equate x with 160 centimeter in other cases. But here it is less than 160 centimeter means we have to write this symbol less than 160 centimeter. The height is less than 160 centimeter. So now take up this one. The age of student studying in class 11 is greater than 14. So in this case, age is going to be greater than 14. So here we have less than symbol and here we have greater than symbol. And take up another third example. The student can get at most, that means the maximum, at most 100 marks in math. So marks in math is at most 100. At most means maximum he or she can get 100 marks, and the student can get 70, 80, everything. At most means the maximum he can get or she can get 100 marks, and lesser marks also acceptable. So that's what the meaning of at most 100 marks. See the symbol here, less than, here it is greater than, here it is greater than or equal to. Similarly, we can give another example for less than or equal to. So here for less than or equal to, the example can be the student should get at least 35 marks in annual exam in the subject of mathematics. So in math, the student must get at least 35 marks. At least means it is less than or equal to. At least means minimum. At most means maximum. So at least 35 marks must be obtained in order to pass the maths exam in the board exam or in the annual exam. So here less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So these symbols are nothing but inequations or inequality. So let us give the actual definition of inequality. The actual definition is two real numbers or two algebraic expressions are related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to form an inequality. So here the actual definition of inequality: two real numbers or two algebraic expressions, two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than. So this is a symbol now, less than, then greater than, and then another symbol less than or equal to, and then greater than or equal to. See here, two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to form an inequality. So this is the actual definition of inequality. So in this we have few types. Note down the definition and then we'll go for the types of inequalities. So now the first type, it is types of inequality. Or types of inequality. In that, the first one, it is numerical inequality. Numerical inequalities. So the example for numerical inequalities are, let us give some of the examples. So here 3 less than 5, numerical, that means both the sides of inequality we should have the numbers. So 3 less than 5, and then another example can be 8 greater than 2, 3 less than 5 and then 8 greater than 2. Similarly, so 100 is greater than 11. 100 is greater than 11. So these are some of the examples of numerical inequalities. So let us take up the second type. Second one, literal inequalities. So in literal inequalities we have the variables. For example, x greater than 2. So this is a literal inequality. In our earlier classes we used to write x equal to 2, x equal to 3, y equal to 3, y equal to 4 and so on. But here we are making use of the sign inequality, x greater than 2 and then x less than 10. And another example can be y greater than or equal to 4 and then y less than or equal to 90. So here y can be less than or equal to 90. So these are some of the examples of literal inequalities. Note down these two, then we'll move on to third type, fourth and the fifth one. So the next one is double inequality. So here the example for double inequality, it is 5 greater than 2. 5 is greater than 2 and less than 9. See here, 5 greater than 2 and less than 9. So this is an example for double inequality. And another example can be x greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 12. X can be greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 12. So these two are the examples for double inequality. And then we'll take up the next one, strict inequality. Strict inequality. Strict inequality. So the examples for strict inequalities are, we'll write the examples here, ax plus b less than 0 and then ax plus b greater than 0. Ax plus b less than 0 and ax plus b greater than 0, and ax plus b less than c. Ax plus by less than c, and here ax plus by greater than c. And then another example could be ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. Ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. All these examples are for strict inequality. So note down this. Then we have the last one, that is slack inequality. The last one, it is fifth one. So fifth one, slack inequality. Slack inequality. So the examples for slack inequalities are ax plus b less than or equal to 0 and ax plus b greater than or equal to 0, and then ax plus by less than or equal to c and ax plus by greater than or equal to c, and the last one ax square plus bx plus c greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, you can write ax square plus bx plus c less than or equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c less than or equal to 0. So all these inequalities are the examples for slack inequality. So this is all about the inequality definition and the types of inequality. Well, the next concept, it is algebraic solutions of linear inequalities in one variable and their graphical representation. So we have two important rules for solving linear inequalities in one variable. Linear inequality in one variable means ax plus b less than 0. So here only the variable is x. So that is why this is linear inequality in one variable. And linear inequality in two variables will be ax plus by less than c. So here the variables are x and y. So this is a linear inequality in two variables, whereas this is a linear inequality in one variable. Now we are going to have two important rules for solving linear inequalities in one variable. One variable, not variable. So here important rules. Important rules for solving linear inequality in one variable. So the rule number one is equal number may be added to or subtracted from equal number may be added to or subtracted from both sides of an inequality. Both sides of an inequality, both sides of an inequality, both sides of an inequality. Then the rule number 2 is both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided by both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided by the same positive number, by the same positive number, but when both sides are multiplied or divided by a negative number, then the sign of inequality is reversed. This is very important rule. Negative number, then the sign of inequality is reversed. So these two are the very important rules for solving linear inequalities in one variable. So let us understand rule number 1. Equal number may be added to or subtracted from both sides of an inequality. So here I will take one inequality now. 8 greater than 3. 8 is greater than 3. This is an inequality now. Equal number may be added. So both the sides we can add the same number. For example, I will be adding 2. 8 plus 2 greater than 3 plus 2. 8 plus 2 greater than 3 plus 2. So this implies in the next step we get 8 plus 2 it is 10, greater than 3 plus 2 it is 5. So 8 greater than 3 becomes 10 greater than 5 when you add the equal number both the sides. And we can also subtract the equal number from both the sides. So we will do that now. So here 10 greater than 4. 10 is greater than 4. Let us subtract the equal number from both the sides. 10 minus 3 greater than 4 minus 3. So now in the next step it becomes 10 minus 3 it is 7, greater than 4 minus 3 it is 1. So it has been reduced to 7 greater than 1. So this is all about the rule number 1. Let us take up the rule number 2. What does it say? Both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided by the same positive number. So let us take an inequality here, 100 or 10 greater than 5. 10 greater than 5. Let us multiply both the sides of an inequality by the positive number. So I will be multiply both the sides by 2. 10 into 2 greater than 5 into 2. So what we have done here, we are multiplying the same positive number both the sides of an inequality. So in the next step it will be reduced to 10 into 2. 10 into 2 it is 20 greater than 5 into 2 it is 10. So 20 greater than 10. So here we are multiplying by the same positive number. Similarly, we can divide by the same positive number. Let us divide both the sides of an inequality by the same number. So I'll take another example now. 20 greater than 10. So here the 20 is greater than 10. Let us divide both the sides by the same number. 20 by 5 greater than 10 by 5. 20 by 5 greater than 10 by 5. In the next step, it becomes 20 by 5. It is 4 greater than 10 by 5. It is 2. So 20 greater than 10 has been reduced to 4 greater than 2 when you divide both the sides of an inequality by the same number, that is 5 and 5. So now we'll take another case now. We have important rule here. So now what happens if we multiply by the negative number both the sides and if we divide by the negative number both the sides? Let us take up that example now. 10 greater than 5. 10 greater than 5, this is an inequality. Let us multiply both the sides by a negative number. So remember this, when you multiply by the negative number or divide by the negative number, the sign of inequality is reversed. You should keep this in mind. 10 into minus 2, then, so here less than, greater than becomes less than, and greater than or equal to becomes less than or equal to when you multiply by the same negative number. So 5 into minus 2. This implies 10 into minus 2, it is minus 20, less than 5 into minus 2, it is minus 10. Is that clear? So here minus 10 is greater than minus 20. So what we have done here, we are multiplying both the sides of an inequality by the negative number. Whenever you are multiplying by the negative number or dividing by the negative number, the sign of inequality must be reversed. If it is greater than, it has to be less than. In case if it is less than, here it has to be greater than. If it is greater than or equal to, here it must be less than or equal to. So this is the rule. And now let us divide by the negative number now. 20 is less than 40. 20 less than 40. This is an inequality. Now divide by the negative number. So let us divide both the sides by minus 2. So 20 by minus 2 greater than 40 by minus 2. So why we are reversing the sign here? Because we are dividing by the same negative number. So here it is less than and here it becomes greater than. This implies, so minus 10 greater than minus 20. Minus 10 greater than minus 20. So these are the very two important rules for solving the linear inequalities in one variable. So this is all about the today's class. Thank you.